In this video, I'm going to show you how to play Autumn Leaves on baritone ukulele in the key of D minor. This is going to be a little bit more of an intermediate tutorial. There aren't a lot of chords in this song, but most of them are bar chords, so it may be a little more challenging than some of the other tutorials I've done on my channel, but I hope you'll give it a try. So this song has a lot of 2-5-1s. We have major 2-5-1s and minor 2-5-1s. So a major 2-5-1 is going to be 2 minor 7, 5 7, 1 major 7, or 1-6. A minor 2-5-1 is going to be 2 minor 7 flat 5, 5 7, maybe a flat 9 on there, to a 1 minor or 1 minor 6. Is that confusing enough? If that makes sense to you, great. If it doesn't, my bad, I'm sorry. So like I said, we're in the key of D minor. This is one of those rare songs that doesn't actually start on the 1 chord. In fact, we're starting on a G minor 7, which is basically the 2 minor 7 in the key of F. But we're in the key of D minor. Well, D minor is the relative minor of the key of F. So there are going to be moments in this song where it feels like we're in the key of F major, and there will be moments when it feels like we're in the key of D minor. I think the moments where it feels like we're in D minor outweigh the moments where it feels like we're in F major, so I say this is in the key of D minor. But we're starting with a 2-5-1 in the key of F, which is our relative major. So G minor 7. That's here with our pointer on the 5th fret of the D string, ring on the 7th fret of the G string, and our middle finger is barring across the B and E strings. So that's our G minor 7. And this shape is really useful. We've got our root here on the D string. Then we're going to a C7. So our pointer stays where it is and then bars across the entire 5th fret. And then our middle finger is on the 6th fret of the E string. So we've got 5th, 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 6th. Okay? In this shape, our root is on the G string. Then we're going to an F major 7. So for this one, our pointer is on the 3rd fret of the D string, and our ring finger bars across the 5th fret of all the other strings. So it's 3rd, 5th, 5th, 5th. Notice that I'm not even meaning to do this, but I automatically use my pinky to kind of brace that ring finger. That may help a little bit. In this shape, our root is here on the D string. And then we're going to a B flat major 7. So you can use your ring or your pinky here on the 5th fret of the E string. So our pointer bars across the 3rd fret, and then ring or pinky is on the 5th fret of the E string. So this is the same basic shape that we used for our C7, but this was a C dominant 7, so this finger is right next to where we're barring. In our B flat major 7, it's 2 frets away from where we're barring, but we're still getting our root from here on the G string. Okay, now we do the minor 2-5-1, which is E minor 7 flat 5, or E half diminished, to an A7, and I play an A7 flat 9, to a D minor. So for E minor 7 flat 5, or E half diminished, we've got our pointer on the 2nd fret of the D string, and our ring finger bars across the 3rd fret of the other 3 strings. And again, my other fingers are going to instinctively go to brace those fingers. So from here, going to our A7, or I like to play an A7 flat 9, pointer is going to stay where it is, and ring finger stays where it is, but they're not barring anymore. So pointer on the 2nd fret of the D string, ring finger on the 3rd fret of the G string. Our middle will go to the 2nd fret of the B string, and our pinky goes to the 3rd fret of the E string. So it's 2nd, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd. If you're an A+++ student, you may notice that this is the same shape that we use to play diminished 7 chords. So we're using a diminished 7 shape to play an A dominant 7 flat 9, because when you put that flat 9 on there, it's very closely related to our diminished 7 chord. So this shape doesn't actually have the root in it, but your ear will hear it as an A7 chord. If you want, you can just play A7 this way though. So then we're finally resolving to our D minor. I play up here 7th, 7th, 6th, 5th. So far what we've got is G minor 7, C7, F major 7, B flat major 7, E minor 7 flat 5, A7 flat 9, D minor. And then that just repeats again. So we've already learned half the song, but we've only had to learn 8 bars worth of material, which is great. So now we're on to the bridge. And this actually, we're still just repeating those patterns that we learned before. So the bridge, or the third section of 8 bars, starts with an E minor 7 flat 5, A7 flat 9, D minor. And then we're just doing our major 2-5-1, which is G minor 7, C7, F major 7, which is exactly what we did before, but this time we don't have to go to that B flat major 7. Okay, so for the last 8 bars, we go back to our E minor 7 flat 5, A7 flat 9, and now instead of just sitting on D minor, we're gonna do a 2-5 walk down. So we do D minor 7 instead of D minor. So for D minor 7, our middle finger is going to bar across the 7th fret for the D and G strings. Pointer goes on the 6th fret for the B string, and our pinky goes on the, 8th fret for the E string. So it's 7th, 7th, 6th, 8th. Okay, that's our D minor 7. Memorize that shape because we're about to do the same exact thing 2 frets that way in just a minute. So D minor 7 to a G7. So for this one, it's pointer on the 5th fret of the D string, ring on the 7th fret of the G string, middle on the 6th fret of the B string, and pinky on the 7th fret of the E string. Okay, memorize that because we're about to use it again. So we just went D minor 7 to G7. Now we're going to take the same exact shapes, but do it on the 5th fret. So now your middle finger is barring on the 5th fret, your pointer's on the 4th, pinky's on the 6th. That's our C minor 7 to an F7. Same shape as G7, just 2 frets this way. So now pointer on the 3rd fret, ring on the 5th, middle on the 4th, and pinky on the 5th. 3rd, 5th, 4th, 5th. So that's D minor 7, G7, C minor 7, F7, and then back to our E minor 7 flat 5, A7 flat 9, D minor. So I'm going to play it through 2 times, and the first time I'll say the chords as I'm playing them, and then the next time I'll sing the lyrics and melody so you can hear how it all fits in time. 1, 2, 3, 4. G minor 7, C7, F major 7, B flat major 7, E minor 7 flat 5, A7 flat 9, D minor, hold that another bar, G minor 7, C7, F major 7, B flat major 7, E minor 7 flat 5, A7 flat 9, D minor. Now the bridge, E minor 7 flat 5, A7 flat 9, D minor, hold it another bar, G minor 7, C7, F major 7, hold it another bar, E minor 7 flat 5, A7 flat 9, D minor 7, G7, C minor 7, F7, E minor 7 flat 5, A7 flat 9, D minor. Now I'm gonna sing. The falling leaves drift by my window, the autumn leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, the summer kisses, the sunburned hands I used to hold. And since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter's song. But I miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall.